Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Richard Hammond has addressed the future of the Grand Tour when he, Jeremy Clarkson and James May bid farewell, and prepare to welcome new presenters to the show. In a very short while, it'll be time for fans of the Prime Video motoring series to say goodbye to the trio, who've been on screen together for more than 2 decades. After the Top Gear revival launched in 2002 on the BBC, the presenting team moved over to the streaming giant to launch the Grand Tour in 2016, with their tenure now coming to an end after 8 years. Ahead of the release date for the final episode, Richard spoke to usnews.co.uk about the long, emotional journey that he's been on with his co-stars and with their diehard fans. The 54-year-old also gave his view on the future of the Grand Tour, which is not ending completely, but will be continued by Prime Video with brand new hosts behind the wheel. It will be carrying on. The Grand Tour continues. We're stepping away as the hosts, but Prime will be continuing it. So I can't wait to sit on my own chair and watch somebody else do it. That's amazing, he said. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. While he admitted that he isn't privy to conversations about who the new presenters will be, he did give his advice on how they can ensure the series remains cherished by fans. If you're making any show that at its heart has a subject, whether it's cooking, dancing, or cars, the hosts, the primary makers of it, have to have that passion in their heart. And we always did, Richard outlined. You never had to be a car geek to watch our show. Plenty of people who weren't did watch it, but it was important that we were the car geeks. The TV personality continued, emphasizing how much he, Jeremy and Richard love the subject at the heart of the show, while it isn't always necessary for viewers to have the same passion. I watched that show where they make pots, the Great Pottery Throwdown, and I love it. I've no interest in pottery. I don't know anything about it, but they clearly do, and that passion is compelling, he added. As for whether the new version of the Grand Tour should retain the same format or evolve, Richard gave another diplomatic answer. That's for people who are making it to decide. We'll always be on hand to talk if they want to talk to us, absolutely. But it's not for us to shape it anymore. We're stepping away. We made the show that we made, he stated. It's a bit like you've got your favorite old, whether it's a pair of shoes or a jacket that once you've worn it, it only fits you. That show was what you get if you put us forward together and the brilliant team around us. But there'll be a different team doing a different show, and they'll devise the show that fits them. Looking ahead to saying goodbye to the Grand Tour when the trio's last episode finally airs, Richard admitted that it hasn't sunk in yet, and likely won't for 6 months. It's a very honest and heartfelt goodbye and thank you from us. It really is, and it was built to be that. Andy Willman, who is possibly the driving force, he's done a masterful job of putting that together, Richard said of the final episode, which will see him, Jeremy, 64, and James, 61, head to Zimbabwe for a picturesque and exhilarating road trip. We go out and we all plan it and work on it, and then we go out and we film it. But he's the one who sits for hundreds of hours in the edit, and I think it's got just the right tone. Teasing what viewers can expect from their last outing, he revealed, don't expect big bangs and crashes. It's actually quite simple. It's quite a sincere thank you for making it possible for us to have such an incredible time over the last 2 decades together. It really felt like a genuine thank you. It's from the heart, and I hope people appreciate it for that. I think people will feel that it's quite simple. I think it's beautiful. It's been well made. It's been beautifully edited and magnificently shot. I hope people take it for what it is, which is just us quietly saying, thank you. Thank you for coming with us for the last 2 decades. The Grand Tour hasn't been a show to shy away from controversy in the past, a fact that Richard tackled head-on in our conversation. I think the controversy, it's always been part of what we do. I've certainly never